What is up, everyone? I am back with a brand new figure review. I know it's been a few weeks. I have been setting up my new display. I recently moved, so I've been kind of just working through all of that hassle just to kind of show what I'm kind of working with here. Just got a new setup, trying to work on. Not finished yet, almost though. So I am working on that. But I did want to get to it and do a Guardians of the Galaxy figure wave review. And only reason why I wanted to do it because one, I really actually enjoyed the movie, and I'm a raccoon lover. I have a few myself, so I figured it was a given that I should do this. And mostly focus on the raccoons on this figures that we have gotten though with this wave, that we have these guardians that are now kind of all in the same uniform. That I think that's really cool. I like to see that. And there was, nice pinless for most of the figures, except for their main star of the film, which is, Star Lord. He's got the pins that you could still see with him, unfortunately. I don't know why they didn't want to do just like an all around pinless figure for him. I know Drax is only partially. Obviously, this is kind of more so of a Rocket origin film, and it was really great for that. I really loved seeing that. So I want to kind of get into the stuff about these figures that I didn't like at first. So one thing is this baby Rocket here. Uh, I have a very big problem with the size of it, and it's very lack of detailing in here and such. Very, very bland brown here, and then just they put a few white stripes here. I've seen the raccoons up close, and I've held mine when about 4 weeks old, and they are really, really small. Let's just put Star Lord over here, and from about here, Rocket is basically the baby Rocket is basically like a size of a regular raccoon that's almost fully grown, I would say. Yeah, I would have to say that because this he could technically fit in the palm of his hand if it was truly a baby raccoon, and how you see it in the movie, he is actually that small. So the size on here is pretty bad. I don't think it was a good size for this, and to throw it with Groot and make it a deluxe, that just, yeah, kind of disappointing to me. Now, Groot here, I think Target had it for $50, and then I guess the regular price is supposed to be $38.99 or whatever. And it's not a bad Groot figure, but there is definitely a lack of like paint and such to it. Like they really should have put more shading into it. They could have done a better job, I think. And you see Groot do all these crazy things in the movie. They should have just thrown more. Like you get a couple of fists, and you get his wings that aren't, you see it for a small portion of the film, but this isn't exactly 100%. I'd say there should be some kind of like holes in here, so this way it's kind of like branches. I don't know. They kind of missed the ball on that one. I think they could have seen him do like a kaiju Groot. If you could like split this open and make him bigger, that would be cool. uh and let's just keep this in mind. This is a $40 figure, right? Let's just look at this swamp thing from McFarlane really quick. I'm gonna back this up real quick. Both of these are $40. Could you believe that? And there's like 4 extra inches on this figure and so much more detail. I know like McFarlane can get away with a bit more stuff, but yeah, that's pretty sad of an excuse of a figure, if you ask me, to have a group be that much. Like this should be a $30 figure max. And then the fact that you're gonna use this baby Rocket here, that's not really a baby version of Rocket. That's pretty disappointing. Definitely don't think that's great to have. Definitely would hold out. Um, Now, when I was messing with these figures, though, I saw something cool. I kind of figured to do something with Cosmo here. And, if you guys collect the G.I. Joe line, I was looking at this figure, and this is a Timber. This is one of the versions, at least. You can, plug this in. Timber head on it, the Cosmo figure, and it can stick on there. I'm thinking if you move it, it might pop off. But from the sides, it looks a little like bushy and it kind of comes down a bit, so it won't probably be 100% perfect. But if you wanted to repaint this, I think you could get a pretty angry Cosmo. I think that's a pretty cool thing. Uh, from when I saw in the movie, the thing that the figure itself is missing is the red star. I don't know if it's because they can't put that on the figure, but there should be a red star patch like right here on the arm of Cosmo. So, if you wanted to mess with that, you definitely can. But yeah, like this figure, yeah, you can head can move. It's not gonna pop off if you get it on there really good. So if you want to have a different head for Cosmo, I would suggest picking up a Timber and repainting it. I think that'd be a cool thing to have. But here we are. I like the OG head anyway for Cosmo. That snaps on really loud for that one. But you get a pretty nice Cosmo here. Wasn't a fan of the space helmet, so I kind of keep it off. I don't really like it too much on there. Adam Warlock, kind of, to me, I thought he was a letdown. I kind of liked him in the movie, but, I don't think Marvel really needed another, person who's, an idiot. Just too boring. I thought there would be something a little bit more interesting with Adam Warlock. I definitely underutilized a character, I think. Maybe he could be better in the future. The figure itself, though, I think is all right. There's a few times where he doesn't have the cape on, so I don't think you can remove this cape, though. It looks like it's actually in sculpt with the figure. You'd have to probably damage it. So the one time you'd probably want to take a cape off of a figure, you can't. I think that's pretty funny. So Nebula, very nice here. She kind of has this one weapon, but she should have had more. I think they could have thrown in her arm cannon or the flashlight she uses. They could have had a few more with that, and Mantis, very nice. Really like that figure. But Rocket, you know what? I wish we got High Evolutionary as a figure. I don't know, Marvel Legends, they can always go back. They have done it before. But honestly, High Evolutionary was probably the best MCU villain we've gotten in a long while. Definitely the top 5 villains of the MCU for sure. Maybe even top 3 for me. Especially when you're seeing them being a dick to a raccoon. Good job. Good on you. He was such a better actor. I liked him in Peacemaker, and I think he did a fantastic job as High Evolutionary. Definitely a more exciting villain than what Kang has been for the MCU. So, I'm gonna, I've been ranting a little bit, but I definitely hope to see High Evolutionary, even Gamora. Maybe they could be a 2-pack or something. Now you got Kraglin here. They did a great job on Sean Gunn's face sculpt. That looks really good. That looks ripped out right from the movie. And even the body, they have that weird body shape that he kind of has. They did a really good job. That looks like him all the way through. Very good, very good. I think he's unfortunately got pins. He's not a pinless figure. I don't know why they didn't just make that happen. But, hey, I guess Starlord didn't get that either. But, definitely a interesting figure. I love these figures overall, though. I think they are great. Probably one of the last MCU waves you'd probably buy, unless it's callbacks to the original 3 phases. But, yeah, in the end, you know what? I hope to see that we get more of the other figures that we see in the movie. So High Evolutionary is just the top of my list right now. You know, and that is what it is. But that's all I'm going to have to say about this figure review, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy it. I'm sorry it took like 2 weeks for me to do, but I will be making more videos a little bit more often because, you know, more figures are now about to be displayed and finished off, so I'll have more time. So I hope you guys did enjoy watching. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, and make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. And share this video out there if you liked it, and I will see you guys in the next one.